Facts have emerged on the circumstances surrounding the death of the founder of Fountain of Life Church, Ilupeju, Lagos, Pastor Taiwo Odukoya. Odukoya, according to the church, died in the United States of America, USA, on Monday, August 7, 2023, at the age of 67. Though the church didn't disclose how he died, it was gathered that the respected preacher had health issues mainly triggered by personal tragedies. A source close to the family said he really didn't get over the losses he suffered. He tried to be strong, but there is a limit to what a man can take. Pastor Taiwo, as he was fondly called, lost his charismatic first wife, Bimbo, in a Sosolito plane crash in 2005. She was 45. The death left the pastor, who shared a well-known synergy with his wife, whom he met at the University of Ibadan as an undergraduate, shattered. Pastor was more devastated by what people said after Pastor Bimbo's death than what actually happened. Many people said nasty things that saddened his heart. He was touched by the savagery of the comments. Well, he had no choice and decided to move on despite the heartbreak. It took a lot of talking for him to decide to remarry, the source shared. On November 9, 2021, death came knocking on his door again. This time, it took his second wife, Pastor Nomti, a South African, away. Nomti, who died of cancer, was 47 and had 2 children for the preacher. If Pastor Bimbo's death was shattering, Pastor Nomti's demise was a technical knockout. It knocked Pastor down and out. He was inconsolable. He was very bothered about what people would say. It left him totally lifeless. There was nothing we could tell him. It took something deep out of him, and some of us became afraid for him, the source added. When he lost his twin sister a few weeks after his wife's death, sources said it was more or less the last straw. For someone who had lost 2 important women in his life, it was tough to take the death of someone with whom he shared his womb and childhood. It was a personal, humbling tragedy. He would just gaze and seemed to become completely disinterested in things around him. It was unusual to become totally lost in conversations and issues. I believe something died in him at that point. He tried to put up a strong face for the church, but he was human. He was dead within, and it was only a matter of time. That he lived for almost 2 years after showed the strength of his character, the family source explained. The health challenges it was learned started showing up, knocking him off and necessitating overseas medical trips from which he never recovered. Here are 15 things to know about late Pastor Taiwo Odukoya. 1. Taiwo Odukoya was born on June 15, 1956 in the city of Kaduna, where he was also raised. 2. He was the senior pastor of the church Fountain of Life Church, Ilupeju, Lagos, with membership strength of over 8,000 people. 3. He had his primary and secondary education at Baptist Primary School, Kigo Road, Kaduna, and St. Paul's College, now known as Kofena College, Lusasa, Zaria, respectively. 4. He proceeded to the University of Ibadan in 1976, where he obtained a degree in petroleum engineering in 1981. 5. As a petroleum engineer, he started work at the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) in April 1982 after the compulsory 1-year National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) scheme, and served there until his voluntary retirement in January 1994 after his call to the ministry. 6. In 1980, Odukoya met Bimbo Williams at the University of Ibadan, and the two struck a relationship that led to their marriage in 1984. 7. The marriage produced 3 children. 8. Taiwo and Bimbo Odukoya co-founded the Fountain of Life Church in 1992 with a stated vision to teach men and women the art of building successful relationships and the principle of leadership so they can be what they are created to be. 9. On 10 December 2005, Bimbo Odukoya, along with 102 other people, died on the crashed Sosoliso Airlines Flight 1145. 10. On January 5, 2010, 5 years later, Taiwo Odukoya got married again to Rosemary Simangale Zulu from South Africa. 11. The marriage produced 2 boys. 12. In November 2021, Odukoya lost his second wife to cancer. 13. The pastor announced the death of his wife on 9 November, saying that the South African battled cancer for the better part of 2 years. 14. In 2014, 9 years after the death of his first wife, Odukoya readdressed the matter of the plane crash that made him a widower. 15. He claimed that pastors are well advised to use private jets. Such aircraft better facilitate pastoral ministry and are a safer means of travel than commercial flights. From Lagos, this is Peace Nwabiko, News Express Nigerian Television.